Oh, why would you do that? Why'd you do that on the third down? Your last. Oh,
Not only will we get cruise
yeah.
advice today, we will get football analysis, it sounds like.
They heard you.
Oh.
Why do that on the third down? Who's playing?
Arizona versus Buffalo. Now, can you see me?
I cannot. No,
Okay.
Carolyn, cannot see you. Now we can see you.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Well, welcome, everybody. Mike, we saw you for a second, and then you went back. There you go. 2 weeks from today, folks.
Yay.
Yeah.
And Dee Marie, just so you know, I am recording. I
know, I got the notice. Good.
Yeah. So. Everybody ready? Everybody packed yet?
Not packed yet, but starting to get things together.
Yeah. We're heading out next Friday. We're going to Seattle, so we'll be there for a week or so before the cruise.
Yeah, that's us. Well, as you can see, Dee Marie's got things hanging up back there and all because we're leaving Saturday because we're doing the Alaska cruise first, and then so we've got to pack for cold and warm. So it's crazy. It's,
yeah.
But it's okay. It's worth it. I'm not complaining.
And then are you doing the next cruise after that too?
No, just the two.
Very
Then
nice.
Then we have to go back to work to figure out how to pay for the next big jaunt, which will be next summer. So,
yeah.
But that's all right. So, Mike, where are you? Because it sure looks pretty there.
Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania, up in Northeast Pennsylvania, outside of Scranton. And
it's a beautiful day here in Reading. So
yeah,
if you have the same weather, it's beautiful today.
Yeah, beautiful day. A little cooler than it's been.
A little chilly.
We closed our pool on Friday, so we're done with that for the season.
All right, we are welcoming Jeffrey in. Jeffrey, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you on board here. There was one other one that was in the waiting room, but they disappeared, so I don't know. Okay. Well, let me ask you guys something. What do you think? I think we've kind of settled on the Sunset Bar as the welcome place. Is 1 o'clock too early? Should we make it like 2 o'clock? Anybody have opinions on that?
On the day we arrive?
On sail day, yeah.
Okay.
What time is sail away?
I think it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's way later than that.
Yeah, 5. We've got our boarding passes. We're in the first group, 10 o'clock, I think, 10 o'clock to 10:30.
So are we.
Yeah, we are as well.
We're 11 to 11:30.
Yeah, we're with you, Carolyn.
Okay.
Well, by the time everybody gets something to eat, should we just say maybe 2 o'clock?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because we'll probably be in the pool before then too. We get on and go, usually grab something to eat or go right to the pool. One of those.
I don't know how warm it's going to be.
The inside pool, the solarium, yes.
Oh. It's only going to be in the 60s up there, they say.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just say 2 p.m. then at the Sunset Bar. Here is we got a few things going on here. We'll have a limited number of name tags for anybody that wants them. We can just fill out your names. We're also going to have a limited number of like armbands, like little rubber bands. Wristbands. Yeah, just to anybody that wants one. But we thought we would limit those to anybody that gives us the secret word, which we will put in the group, which is shark, because they have sharks on them.
Okay.
So, and I will tell you to look for me because I'll be the one carrying this. Although, there we go.
Concord Public, nice.
Yes.
Key Wester.
Yeah, well, in my brain, but not in body. Yeah, that's my favorite place in the world. So I already had the flag, so I thought I'll bring it. I've got a little flagpole thing that I can carry it on, and just a very, very informal get together, I think.
And they'll play Jimmy Buffett music for us.
Ooh, there you go. There you
That'd
go.
be great.
Mike, it's funny.
You gotta love Buffett, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a place in Nashville called Goo Goo Shop where they make Goo Goo candy bars.
Okay.
And Dee Marie and I are both guides in Nashville, and I took a group in there one day from Sweden, and I told them, I said, "Hey, this group's from Sweden," and in 2 minutes they were streaming ABBA music
ABBA.
through the whole store. It was really, really cool. So everybody got their all the shore excursions and all that stuff done.
I think so.
Yeah, all planned out.
Yeah, we're good. Hey, I got a question for you, Ed.
Oh, well, I don't know that I have the answer, okay, but I'll try.
Well, so we're Celebrity booked us through Air Canada coming out of Las Vegas, and I'm hearing that by September 17th, Air Canada is going to maybe go on strike.
Yeah, we switched our flights. We were supposed to be United on Air Canada, and we switched it to a United flight just in case.
Okay, I know the answer on this one. So we're Canadian. A friend of ours, he is a pilot for Air Canada. We too were flying in from Toronto to Vancouver, and he told us, get another flight.
Okay, so our situation is, because we booked through Celebrity, we've already called them and asked them about that, and they won't do anything for us until Air Canada goes on strike.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Is that true?
Yeah. Well, we talked to Air Canada too, and Air Canada is not letting, they're like, oh yeah, things will be still going and all that kind of stuff. And we're thinking, yeah.
I mean, we
Dee
could
Marie, why don't you talk to them about how it works? We do a lot of work with Viking, with groups, how Viking does with things when there are changes and all, because it'll be
they wait to the last minute. It's awful.
To Air Canada?
No, Jeffrey, we're talking about Viking. We do a lot of work with Viking, and we have a lot of last minute changes, and they won't do anything until it's absent. But here's the thing. They will get you there, but you may be distraught or whatever the word is by the time you get there.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to fly. Technically, we were supposed to fly into Vancouver on Saturday because we're staying up there at the Hilton on Metro Town up in Vancouver. But we may have to get into Vancouver maybe on Friday or something if we can. See, we live in Raleigh, so we're flying from Raleigh to Las Vegas for a couple of days, and then go from Vegas up to Vancouver. So I'm just trying, that's what I'm thinking. We might have to go like a WestJet or something like that. There's only a few more non-stops. Other than that, you're talking 5 to 10 hours just to get from Vegas up to there, because they stop here, they stop there, layover, it's, I don't know.
Jeffrey?
Yes.
Jeffrey, is that Raleigh, North Carolina?
That's correct.
Where in Raleigh?
We live in close to right on the Wake Forest town line.
I know exactly. In fact, I live not far from there myself.
We live in Wakefield
almost 20
Plantation.
years.
Wakefield Plantation.
Yep, I know that. But you're not from there. Are you from Northeast?
Boston.
I
Originally
would
from Boston.
never guessed that.
Dee Marie's from Boston as well.
Oh,
my company has an office on Wake Forest Road. Well, my ex company. I used to work for the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, I know where that is.
They've got a computer center on Wake Forest Road.
Wow.
Yeah. We lived in Durant Trails.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that, but it's close by, you said anyway.
Off of Falls of the News.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess back to my question, I guess we're in right now, we're in Celebrity Cruise Line's hands until we figure out what Air Canada is going to do, you know?
Yeah.
Did you contact Celebrity and ask them?
Yeah. And they said there's nothing we can book another flight, but we're going to be out that money. It's going to cost us for a new flight or you know, if we wait and Air Canada does go on strike, then, you know, Celebrity will try to get us on another flight. And I don't know if there's any going to be an extra fee for that. I don't know yet, you know?
There shouldn't be.
Yeah, and I don't know about Celebrity, but I know we were on a Princess cruise once that was leaving out of Los Angeles, and they actually held the departure time up for a few hours. It was supposed to leave at like 4 or 5, and it didn't wind up leaving until after 6 because they said that they were waiting for, you know, air passengers to come in and his flight was delayed.
Oh boy.
So I would assume that would have had to have been, you know, under their booking. So if you're under, you know, Celebrity's booking, maybe even if you're late, they'll save full departure for, you know, a few hours anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're
we departed like 2 hours late.
They'll take responsibility for you, Jeffrey. They'll make sure that you all get there. I mean, it may not be the most convenient flight in the world, but they're going to make sure that you get there.
Okay. All right. I guess keep my fingers crossed, hope for the best. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeffrey, if you have a good enough weekend in Las Vegas, you can just fly a private jet.
I might. that was my second guess right there. I might still do that. I don't know. Oh boy.
Well, we're flying home from Kauai. We're staying another week after we get off the cruise, and we're flying home from Kauai to Las Vegas, and then from Las Vegas to Toronto, and that flight there is Air Canada. So we're hoping that it's all back to normal by then.
Right.
If not, you get stuck in Hawaii. Could be worse, right?
No, I'll be stuck in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, in Vegas. Okay. Well, that could be worse too.
Those airstrikes do not last long.
Right.
No.
I mean, if it goes 2 days, or 3 days, that will be max. I was a flight attendant on American back in the 90s, and we went on strike. And I was based in Boston, but we were living down in Mississippi. So I figured this is the end. I packed up everything to move, to go back home. And President Clinton ordered us back to work.
Oh, wow.
So then I had to lug everything back up to Boston. So they don't last long. There's just too much. Yeah. You know, it's not just passengers, it's mail, it's packages. They're just not going to allow it.
Yeah, they were talking 1,000 flights a day, you know, that it could be disrupted, you know?
Yeah.
And
we're talking Canada here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, quick question. I joined in the meeting a little later. What were you talking about firsthand, like meeting Edward or somewhere for these wristbands or whatever?
Well, it's you're not meeting me. It's a group thing. Okay, we just coordinated. We're going to have a little a meetup so that everybody that has kind of been in the Facebook group that wants to can join us. And we decided at the Sunset Bar, which is up top next to the bocce ball court.
In the grass, yeah.
In the grass, yeah, at 2 p.m. And we've got these little wristbands that we got. And, you know, the thing is, if everybody sees them and everybody wants them, they'll all be gone. I think we got 100 of them or something like that. Yeah. But we're gonna give it to anyone who gives us the code word. You know, it's like getting into the secret club. and I'll post this in the group. But the secret word is shark.
Yeah.
And you know, just at 2 o'clock, or if you see us earlier. And the other thing is, Jeffrey.
Yes.
I have to show you my flag. That I will have this carting it around, so I'll be hard to miss.
Okay, I see that. Yeah. All right. Okay. Excellent. Well, we'll look forward to meeting you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's it's so much more fun going on these things when you've met people online and
Mhm.
you know people and and hey, there's Mike, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's cool. So
Yeah, I know. We were just on a Disney cruise with my daughter and son-in-law and my grandkids, and I did a magic. I got called up on stage to do a magic thing with this guy, and I was standing out at the deck one morning, looking out into the water, and the kid next to me goes, "Hey, that's you from the magic show last night." Like, yeah, that's me. So everybody was waving to me when I was walking around and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I
You're an instant
many years
celebrity.
ago, I won some money on a Disney cruise at bingo, and pretty good amount. And for the rest of the cruise, I would hear people going, "There's Mr. Bingo" as I walked by. So
Yeah, on a Royal Caribbean cruise, I did win bingo, but I won a free upgrade. We had a virtual interior room, and we won a free upgrade to a grand suite. It was like a $6,000 upgrade.
Wow.
Everyone was like, "You're the one that won the room," and I'm like, "Yes," and we're enjoying every minute of it.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah.
that would be one of the few times I wouldn't mind packing up and moving.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
they came right up. We packed and they took everything. It was wonderful, and it was a 9-night cruise, and it was day one of the 9-night cruise. So we got,
Wow, how cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool. My
Nice.
husband was complaining about me playing bingo. After that, he said, "You just keep on playing."
Wow. That's cool.
So I have a question for the ladies. I asked this the last time, but we've never sailed Celebrity. How dressy do they get for the dinners?
I mean, I wear a dress. I just wear dresses, but they're not fancy dresses by any means, except not even formal nights or chic nights, whatever they call them. I've worn capris already and a nice shirt.
Okay.
I mean, that's my experience. So we've only done one other celebrity cruise, and that's, there are some people, just like on other cruises, that will really dress to the max, and others that don't at all.
I see Demaria has a beautiful dress hanging there, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, maybe I'm not dressy enough.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have dresses like, I think as long as you're not in jeans and shorts, you're going to be fine.
Yeah, and the men, are they allowed to wear dress shorts?
Yeah, no
I've
shorts
always
at
been
dinner.
told no shorts.
No shorts at dinner.
Yeah, no
Okay.
shorts at dinner on any night.
Right. Yeah, just supposedly just, long pants and a collared shirt, maybe no
Yeah,
t-shirt.
even like a polo, I think.
Yeah, like
I've
yeah,
done
like
that
what you're
on
wearing,
regular
yeah.
nights, and
Yep.
I'll throw a button-down shirt and tie on for and maybe a sport coat for formal nights. Sometimes not though. Sometimes the tie just gets me in,
And they're strict too, because we were on the Apex and we went to dinner. And on the Apex, they don't have a main dining room. They're just specialty restaurants all the way around. And we were standing waiting to get into one of them, and the guy behind us had shorts on, and he was very nicely dressed, but they were shorts. And they said, "Sir, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go put some slacks on."
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. How cool is it going to be in the first couple days?
Cool.
Yeah.
Like coat? Like you
50s,
people are
60s.
you people are coming with coats from Alaska. I'm not coming with a coat.
Today in Vancouver, I checked right before we started this. I just asked. It's 69 right now in Vancouver.
Okay.
So, but I think what's going to hit you is the evenings when you walk out on deck, when that sun goes down. It's probably going to be, of course, you don't have to do that, but that's when it's going to be cool.
Yeah. And the ship is moving. People have to remember that, right?
Yeah, so it's always
yeah.
the wind chill factor, as the breeze is going by.
Where's the first port of call in Alaska? Anybody?
I can't even remember.
Okay.
Just check Juneau.
I was just going to do that. Okay. I'm just pulling it up to see what it looks like.
But don't forget, we're leaving Vancouver heading south. So
Yeah,
this is
Right.
this is the Hawaii cruise, not the Alaska.
Oh, that's right. I am so sorry. So we'll do Vancouver. Getting mixed up.
By day 2 at sea, you'll notice it warmer, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I
You
figure
probably
about
won't
3
get
days will
warm
get.
until you hit below San Francisco. I don't know what day that is. I'll tell you, it froze in San Francisco in August.
That's the
Okay.
California girl talking.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to take another heavier layer.
Just in case.
Yeah. So.
I think the one thing, looking at what Dee Marie's taking and what I'm taking, we're not going to get cold. We got enough clothing that, it's crazy.
I'm on the Carnival Facebook page, and I see that a lot of people are coming off the ships sick, either with COVID or the flu.
Oh, lovely.
So
Yeah, really.
I'm like,
I mean,
I've seen a lot of that on the Royal Caribbean sites as well.
Yeah, we just got the new COVID booster last week. The new booster just came out last week. So
I didn't get. I was
so we got
debating.
that. Whether it'll help or not, I don't know.
Right.
But
you give me a spoon.
It looks like what AccuWeather is saying that on the 22nd, the high will be 68, the low 53.
is that in
Monday
Vancouver?
is 60, yeah, in Vancouver. Mhm.
Okay.
So it's not that bad. I would definitely have, if you have like a heavier sweater, that might be good. Yeah, because it looks like it's varying about 5 degrees.
Yeah. As long as I don't need it when I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Exactly.
not unless you go into the top of Mauna Kea. It's then you'll need a coat.
That, Mike, that's a cool thought, because I have been up there, and you're down on the beach at Waikiki or something, and it's 90 degrees or close to it, and you go up there and you can see your breath, and it's 15 miles maybe up there.
Wow.
Yeah, well, we've got a tour booked, an evening tour, as a matter of fact. We're leaving. The tour picks us up in Hilo at 3 p.m. and heads up, does a couple stops, and heads up to the top of Mauna Kea for sunset and some stargazing after sunset.
Nice.
So,
that'll be chilly, I'm sure.
Oh, that's on Hilo. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, on Hilo. Yeah, and we'll get. Not Hilo, on Hawaii, the Big Island, out of the port of Hilo.
Is that the stop that we stay overnight?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because the tour doesn't get back to the ship until I want to say about like 10 o'clock at least. Yeah. So I mean, that was the one nice thing about having that extra day in Hilo. We getting to do that tour.
Yeah.
But you're right up there by the observatories and stuff.
That's
on top
cool.
of the mountain.
Carolyn, here you go. It's like 10:30 or so in Honolulu. I'm not sure. It's 82 degrees in Honolulu right now. So.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's what I like.
That's nice.
This Pearl Harbor is a very confusing place to navigate a tour.
Yeah, getting your tickets and stuff, you mean? Yeah.
Like when you Google it, there's dozens of tour companies that are willing to take your money to sort of seem to do what you can do on your own.
Yeah, we booked directly through recreation.gov.
Recreation.gov.
G-O-V.
Okay.
Right? It's the actual, it's like in the National Park Service site. And if you go on there and you search for Pearl Harbor, you can get the tickets there. And there's really 2 tickets. There's the the Pearl Harbor. Here, I have my itinerary here in front of me. Let's see what I have here. It says it's passport to Pearl Harbor. Now that's I think it's like $150 or so for 2 of us. And you starts at the visitor center, and the visitor center is free. You can get into the visitor center for free. And then this tour takes you on, I guess it's a bus ride around to Ford Island, where you get on the battleship, the USS Missouri battleship. And then there's a submarine there that you can tour. And there's one more spot, and I forget what else is included in that. But so that's something that you have to pay for. And then if you want to do the USS Arizona Memorial, take the boat out to there, that's free. Actually, the ticket is like a $1 service charge or something to get the ticket. And you have to specify a time, what time you want to go.
Yes, we've done that. We paid our
Oh, okay.
$2.
Yeah, you paid your $2 and
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and like I said, that other tour, that was more expensive. But the rest of the stuff, like right at the visitor center, is free.
Okay.
But the recreation.gov ticket, and I think some of these other third-party tour companies, they, that's kind of what they'll sell you. They'll sell you one of those recreation.gov tickets, plus they'll add on their, package on top of it and maybe meet you at the visitor center or something.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Some of them are pickup at hotels and
Yeah, right.
stuff
Yeah,
too.
they'll take you there. Yeah.
That's
We
what
booked
we've
one that
got.
picks us up. Yeah, we
We
booked one
booked-
through Viator that picks us up. We just didn't want to deal with any of it.
We booked ours on Klook, which is a new service that I just discovered. One of our people we follow promoted it, and they call it a VIP tour. Now, what it is, it's a smaller bus. I think that's the only thing. But they pick us up at the hotel, and they take us to the Pearl Harbor and get us on the memorial, all that. And then we go to Punch Bowl Crater. Then they do like a little small downtown tour, and I think it was $135 each. I think, but
Okay.
And
how do you spell that?
it's Klook, Klook.
Okay.
Like I said, somebody we follow was promoting it, and that's the app right there. Once you get into it, and I just did a search on Pearl Harbor tours. I fiddled around, to be honest with you, and I couldn't get in any of the others. And I actually have an account with shoreexcursions.com, and they were sold out. So I got on here with this one, and I like the looks of it. And it's like 4 hours and pick you up at 9:30 and have you back after lunch. So
Right. Are you staying a few days after the cruise is over?
we're staying 3 nights at Hilton Hawaiian Village.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rented an Airbnb in the Waikiki area. And then we're flying to Kauai for 4 days.
Dee
Oh, can
Marie
I
is jealous.
come? I want to come.
So,
That's the only negative about this trip for her. We're not going to Kauai.
oh, I was pretty disappointed that we lost out on my Maui, because when I booked it, we had Maui.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just watched the other night. What was the name of that, Dee Marie? I think it's on Max. It's a series of disasters up close, and one
Oh,
of them's on the
my
Maui
gosh.
fire. I mean, it is so good at the same time so frightening to see what those people went through that were in the middle of that,
Oh, dear.
trying to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually watched a documentary on Pearl Harbor to remind me of all what happened. It's been a while since I did that in high school history. Again, I'm Canadian, so we don't get a lot of American history. So we watched a documentary, and that was just, they were sitting ducks. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I have been to Pearl Harbor before, and it's well worth going just to, I don't know, ambiance may not be the right word, but to just sit there and look and know what happened there and the number. And when you go in that room on the Arizona with all the names of the people up there, it's a moving experience.
I've heard that about the Ground Zero at New York City. Same sort of kind of feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just in New York yesterday, and we didn't go back down there, but they have that new, it's the Oculus is kind of like the big thing over the that's right next to where the tower stood.
Yeah.
And it's like a moving sculpture that's up atop the museum that they've established there.
I think what happens is it's in the collective consciousness, everybody, it's kind of like the JFK assassination. We all if you're old enough, you all remember exactly where you were when you got the news, and it's something that kind of like binds us all together.
Mhm.
And even though maybe we weren't there to experience it, it's that emotion is in the collective. And I think that we all feel it.
It's always busy there. I've been there twice, but it's always busy there. But the last time I was there, I think it was the last time, that movie about Pearl Harbor had just come out. This is 20 some years ago, like a week before. And you talk about packed. You couldn't
Oh.
move there. But we were part of a group that got us on and got us out
Mhm.
there. And you know, it was wonderful. Wonderful to see the people experiencing it. So,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah.
All right. Well, I have to cut this short. I have to go to work on night shift tonight, so I have to get myself a bit ready. So I will see you in 2 weeks at the Sunset Bar.
2 p.m. And what's the code word?
Sharp.
Yep.
There you go. We'll make sure we have enough of those bands for you guys if nobody else.
Okay. All right. We'll see you all later.
All right,
Bye,
Caroline, have a
Caroline.
good
So
day.
long.
Bye.
Well, I'm ready. I don't know about the rest of you. Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Ready
are
to go.
ready.
I don't know about Dee Marie. I've been making notes of all the things we've got to work on while we're gone, like for our other life, you know, for touring and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little bit of at least thinking. It's not going to be work.
Yeah. A working vacation, is that?
Yeah. That 5 days in the middle, man, that's the vacation for me.
Yeah. We're not getting the internet service, so we're going to be disconnected. So it'll be nice.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well,
Now we have internet.
I did get it because I have
Yeah.
some work I'm doing requires me to have it. So
How does that work? Does it work pretty good? I've heard some stories that it's pretty spotty.
We've always had good luck. We get it on every cruise that we've been on, and we've been on cruises from, the Pacific before, and we had no issues with it.
Okay.
I think it depends a lot, Jeffrey, on the service they have. I don't know what they have on this ship, but I know 20 years ago you would get internet on a ship and it was horrible. The last I had internet was Virgin, which they had free internet on that. I mean, it's part of your plan. It worked great, but I was not streaming or doing anything like that. It was mainly, just being able to communicate and Facebook and things like that. But I would say it's probably okay.
Okay.
Since
Yeah,
they
yeah, a
upgraded
lot
to
of-
Starlink,
a lot
I've
of these
streamed
ships have-
and yeah.
converted to Starlink now, and that's that's a pretty
Game
good
changer.
service. Yeah, that's helped a lot because they have multiple antennas and multiple channels, and they're not relying just on like one single satellite connection like they did when they're on like HughesNet or something.
Right.
So it just goes on your cell phone, correct?
You put your cell phone on airplane mode and then connect to their Wi-Fi, and then you can I get calls. I put Wi-Fi calling on. I can get calls and texts, but I'm on airplane mode the whole time, or else you're going to get a lot of charges.
And Jeffrey, you can use your laptop if you want.
Laptop, yep, iPad, whatever you have.
Yeah, anything that goes on Wi-Fi you can use.
Okay, excellent.
But you're limited, right? It's like one device per person.
One device. So you can log off of one device and log on to another device if you have multiple devices.
Or you can buy the 2-device package, which is what we have. So we'll have two.
Right, yeah.
So it just depends on what you want to buy.
Yeah, we have the 2 devices, and so each one of us can have it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it the one time, and my wife made the mistake of signing up on her phone, and then that night went to use her iPad, and she said, "I can't get in." So, well, now you got to do this. You got to tether it to your phone, and then use your phone's connection out to the internet.
Or just log off and log back in.
You could do that. You could.
Yeah, we've done that already as well.
Disconnect it on your phone and reconnect it on your iPad.
Yeah.
Jeffrey's going to need it in order to track all that money he's going to win in Las Vegas. That's
I'm going to bring an extra suitcase full.
Specialty dining is on Jeffrey.
There you go. Come see me up on floor 11.
Where are you staying in Vegas, Jeffrey?
We have timeshare over there. I have multiple timeshares over there. I'm going to be over at Club 36, which is on East Tropicana Boulevard, right up about almost half a mile walk from MGM.
Okay.
It's almost right across from the McCarran International Airport. If you go out on the rooftop on their deck, you can see the planes coming in, no problem. They come right in front of us. But yeah, we'll be at Club 36. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been so long since I've been to Vegas. I mean, it's been, gosh, 15, 16 years. So about longer than that, I guess.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I like going out there. It's nice.
Yeah, my wife's in Atlantic City right now. She a friend of hers is in banking, and there's like a banking conference that she was going to. So my wife tagged along with her. So
nice.
Hopefully she'll come home with a suitcase of money on Tuesday.
There you go.
And then specialty dining's on Mike's wife. So
Yes.
it's real easy for us to spend you guys money, isn't it?
I know. I better bring enough.
We have Brian in here. Brian, why don't you turn on the mic and just tell us where you're from, or tap it in, or if you don't want to, that's fine too. No big deal. I think that answered that.
Brian's shy.
Well, anything else anybody wants to talk about, or I mean, I guess we'll all start piling in next week for some of us, and then of course 2 weeks from right now we're on the ship.
We are.
Yeah, right. And well, you'll be on what, a week before, right?
Yeah.
On the Alaska cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my the naturalist that I've met on previous celebrity cruises, Milosh, I think he's getting off the ship, and I'm not sure if he's on you're on the last Alaska cruise. I'm not sure if he's on that or not. I think he and his wife is actually local. She grew up in Wilkes-Barre, which is just down the road, and I know her through a friend that I worked with. So it was interesting. So I get information about what's going on, like a little insider information from them. But I think they're getting off the ship this coming, or maybe today. I think today they might be getting off. Today or next week, they're getting off the ship. So there might be a new naturalist for your last Alaska cruise, and one for the Hawaii cruise.
Wow.
You said his name is Milosh?
Milosh, yeah. Milosh I can't spell his last name. I can look it up if you want me to type.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
I wrote his name down.
Yeah.
This is Brian. Can you hear me now?
Hey, Brian, how are you?
Hey, Brian.
I'm fine, thanks. I got lost trying to get my mic going here. We're from Victoria,
British Columbia.
British Columbia.
Okay.
Wow.
So we're quite close. We're only like a quick ferry ride to Vancouver.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So we'll be taking the ferry the day before, because our ferries are sometimes not foolproof. So even though it's only an hour and a half ferry ride, we want to go across the day before.
Wow.
BC ferries have issues with cancellations and stuff like that. So we're going over the day before just to be safe.
Good idea.
So we've never cruised before. We've never been to Hawaii. So we're really looking forward to this.
Well, the tradition, Brian, is that first-time cruisers buy the first round of drinks.
I'll have a double.
I don't even have a drink. I don't drink really, so I don't even have a drink package.
Well, where's everybody staying? I mean, we finally ended up. In fact, what was it, Friday, DeMarie? We finally booked we were sitting having lunch, and we both thought of it at the same time. We ended up at what is the name of that place?
The Pinnacle.
The Pinnacle downtown.
Oh, in Vancouver?
Yes.
We're at the Tropicana.
Okay.
It's it's an inexpensive one I've been to a couple times before. So
We're currently at Days Inn, but I'm looking at the prices for Pan Pacific. or Fairmont. So there's still rooms available there if they come down enough, but we're booked there.
You know, it's fun. We booked this a year ago. And we're, like I said, we're staying at the Hilton down in Metrotown. And we got a notice the other day. I thought we were locked in with a price already. They jumped the price on me $40 more. I'm like, what? How can they do that?
Yeah, that's kind of odd. And did you book directly through the Hilton or through like a third party site?
No, I think it was through Celebrity and Celebrity. No, we didn't. I'm sorry. No, we booked it right. We were looking at hotels in the Vancouver, in that area, and I think we booked it right through the Hilton.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to them when we get there.
Yeah, we're staying at the Sheraton. There's a Sheraton at Sheraton Vancouver Wall Center, so we're staying up there. And I mentioned last time I'm a big Marriott's Points member, and Sheraton is now part of the Marriott Bonvoy group.
Yeah, we're on Robson Street, just a maybe 5 to 10 minute taxi ride from the cruise terminal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now we're like 9-minute walk, but we've been watching a lot of videos on embarkation, trying to figure out, make sure we know where to take our luggage and so forth. And we may just do a taxi because the taxis can come inside Canada Place, and sorry, my dog's barking, and drop you off right where you need to take your luggage. So we want to try to make sure we get dropped off at the right place.
Yeah, and what did you say? Taxis can go in, but like Ubers can't?
Well, from what I read, my husband thought he saw that, but I read something that said Ubers can too, but Ubers will drop you off at Canada Place because that's where you say they won't go inside.
Right.
A taxi. So we're going to do a taxi and hope that we can get dropped off at the right place, unless we end up staying at Pan Pacific. So.
Yeah, that's a good tip. We'll think about that. Do a taxi instead of an Uber. Brian, since you're kind of a native, I assume you've been to Vancouver. What's the must-see place to go or thing to do in Vancouver?
How long are you there for?
We're coming up on Thursday afternoon. So we'll be there like Thursday afternoon, Friday, Saturday, and of course board and Sunday. So 2 days really.
Well, it's hard to say. I don't really do a lot of touristy stuff in Vancouver. We kind of usually are passing through. Like we don't usually you might want to go up to Squamish. It's maybe a little bit of a drive, or you can rent a car or something.
No, we're not going to have a car.
Oh, okay.
My wife won't let me rent cars in foreign countries anymore.
Oh,
there's a couple stories behind that. Maybe I'll tell them at the bar.
I was going to say, it sounds like a story behind that.
Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time actually in Vancouver other than when I'm going to a concert or something, right? So I'm not really a touristy person for going to Vancouver much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll have to keep looking around.
Mike, I think what we're going to do is the Sunday next, 2 Sundays, the day we leave that morning, we're going to get off the ship and maybe do the hop on, hop off for a couple hours.
I did see that. So we'll probably do that. That looked good.
Yeah.
Well,
Ryan, I'm curious, since you've not been to Hawaii before, what are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to in Hawaii?
Well, we're staying at the Ilokai, which is on, I guess, not far from Waikiki Beach. We have friends that go there every year. So it was kind of nice to have a recommendation that we knew about. I'm wanting to see Pearl Harbor. So I am going to do what the one gentleman said and book the $1 ticket just to get on to the memorial. I think we'll just tour around there on our own. I don't think we'll do a tour otherwise. Yeah, we're also doing a circle tour on Waikiki as well for one of the days. And then I'm going snorkeling in Kona. I think it's Kona. And then when we're in Hilo, we're doing a grand spectacular waterfall tour on one of the days. Water hike with on a bus, 3 different places. And we're also thinking about the Jurassic Park place on the main island as well, on Waikiki.
I need to tell you guys a real quick story. I thought this was funny. I have a friend that lives in Oahu. Haven't seen her in many, many years. And she sent me a message the other day. Well, she posted some pictures and it was beautiful around Oahu. And she said, "You guys need to come see us." And so I just said, "I'm coming soon." Well, then we got to talking and I said, "We're coming in this date. We'll be there 3 days." And she said, "Well, wouldn't you know it? We'll be in Gatlinburg during that time." So she's going to be in East Tennessee while we go to Hawaii. So we're not going to get any free tour guiding over there while we're there. So, but of all places to be in coming to Gatlinburg.
Mhm.
What are you looking up, D. Marie? You're just over there studying like crazy on that other
I'm
monitor.
looking at a map of Vancouver and just seeing where the hotels are in relation to the port stuff. And I dropped some links in the chat too. So weather and then info on the Port of Vancouver.
By the way, in the group, D. Marie posted a video a couple of days ago that someone else had posted as a comment, and it's a lady and her husband going and checking in, and it's really, really good the way they do it, and they walk through all the immigration part and everything. So you might want to take a look at that, especially if you're American, because I guess they were American, weren't they, D. Marie? Yeah. So might save you some time.
Is there anybody else online right now that's from Canada other than the woman who left already? All the rest of you that are listening to us right now, you're all from the States, are you? Or
it appears that way, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a bunch on the ship from Canada.
Yes, I was just going to say, some of our previous Zoom chats, we had a lot of Canadians.
Yeah.
And a lot from the UK as well.
Oh.
Oh, let's see the dog. Oh. Can he come on the cruise or she?
Sorry, yeah, it's my 120-pound golden saint.
That's awesome. You can tell people who don't have dogs because they always want to play with other people's dogs.
Yes.
So. I get a lecture from D. Marie every day about having a doodle. So
I want a doodle one of these days.
Yeah, but that's the hardest part is we're gone 2.5 weeks for this because we're going to California for 3 days before we go to Vancouver, staying in Honolulu 3 days after. And it's our animals, we have a dog and a cat, and our dog, luckily I have someone that's willing to take her. So I don't have to worry about her. And then I just have someone come in to check on the cat while we're gone. So, but this is the longest we've been away like this. And I feel guilty. I almost feel guilty.
Yeah, but at least they're getting to keep their own routine, rather than boarding them or something. So that's all good.
Yeah.
Edward,
anything else? Brian, Edward, you got any more questions?
Where are you? You said you were going to get off the ship. Are you coming down from Alaska, or are you just going to Vancouver just before the cruise leaves?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Where are you before the cruise?
We're D. Marie and I are right outside of Nashville. We are going next Saturday. We're going to be in Vancouver Saturday night, and we're doing the Alaska cruise before the Hawaii cruise.
Okay,
so we'll be on the ship back to back.
Wow. Oh, that should be interesting. Okay.
Yeah, the interesting part is packing for that trip. So.
Yeah. Now, are you staying in the same room for the 2 weeks, or you book different rooms?
No, we're in the same room. When we booked it, actually last summer or last fall. We were on a med cruise, and we booked it, and that was one of the things we wanted to be able to stay in the same room. So we're in there for 16 nights.
Nice. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
That's another thing I would just point out, and I'm probably telling stuff that all you guys know, but if you're thinking about doing another cruise, the time to book it is online. And even if you use a travel agent, they get credit for it. I mean, not online, but while you're sailing. Yeah. I have a little travel company. It's just a private thing that I use. And I get credit for all my own cruises, even though I booked them while we're there. And we booked this one last year. The guy was great. He set up everything. And it was only like $300 down, I think, or something. We're doing Norway next summer, but we can't do Celebrity because it just doesn't work timing wise. So I kind of regret that. I like sticking with one.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll add something to that when you're done. Go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we're doing the Baltic Sea next summer too, and we're doing an MSC cruise, just because the itinerary was right. And I've never been on MSC. I've heard some good and bad things about them. So hopefully it'll be a good one.
The only bad thing, I mean, we've watched a video today about an MSC ship, and it wasn't great, but that's one video. The only thing I've ever heard is that they're just different. You know, they're just not on top of you all the time, service wise and all that. But this one, the guy said the ship was great. It was beautiful. I think he said the food was good. They had some bad service, but this was a ship here in the US, an MSC over here. So I think once you get to Europe, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I've not done one. However, Jeffrey, I want to get Dee Marie on a Disney cruise, and because I don't think she knows what she's missing. I think she thinks it's going to be all kinds of little kids running around, which it will be, but she'll enjoy them. Don't you think so?
Yeah, they are fun. Our granddaughters are 10 and 7, so it's like I was in one line just waiting for Mickey Mouse's, and then they were somewhere else, and then they'd meet me over there. So it was a lot of movement going on, But no, it was. I mean, they cater to you over there too. Our granddaughters like strawberries. They love to eat strawberries. So at dinner one night, we said, "Hey, can we have some strawberries?" And from that day, the night they brought us the strawberries, every night after that, as soon as we sat down, there were the strawberries right there for the girls.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good service.
It's a good cruise. Yeah.
If you've ever watched the Ben and David videos, they love Disney and do a lot of Disney videos.
Yeah,
Kathy popped up yesterday.
A lot of interactive stuff at the dinner shows. It was the different. You're not sitting in the same restaurant or main dining room. They switch you off. Like we just went on the I forget what it was, what ship it was, but we rotated dinner. One night we were in this one, and the other night we were in a different seating dinner venue, and so you're not sitting. You get the same waiters and waitresses or hostesses, but you're in a different venue, so they mix it up a lot.
Hey, Kathy, yesterday it popped up on Facebook that it was yesterday or Friday.
Yeah.
10 years. Did you see it for their first Disney cruise?
Yeah, we love watching their videos.
Oh, Disney's? Yeah.
No, Ben and David, they're cruise bloggers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Kathy, I may have told this story in here, but we met some people locally. Now here we are in right outside of Nashville. We're on one of their we're Patreons for Ben and David. We're on a cruise chat one day and started talking and some people say, well, you live close to us, and they live like 5 minutes from us. And all these people that were on the cruise chat in the US and UK and all that. And so we have new friends that are here in town.
Wow. Yeah, we talked about signing up for Patreons for Ben and David, but we haven't done it yet.
I paid the $10. I mean, it's the low end of it. It's the only Patreon I do, although there may be a couple others I might just do low end. It's kind of the only thing I get out of it. I do enjoy the private chat every month. Mm-hmm. And you would be surprised. They've got a bunch of Patreons, and there's never more than 30 or 40 people on there.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So you can talk to them and all that.
Oh, very cool. We might have to do that. We've been talking about it, we just haven't.
Yeah.
So.
They are unique.
Where was that?
They are. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunset Bar.
Anything? Oh, yes. Okay. I heard Sunset Bar. Sunset Bar, 2:00. Code word is shark.
2:00. What day? Departure day or the next day?
Departure day.
Okay. Yeah. So we're on the ship at 11:30.
Yeah. That gives everybody time to get in, get settled, get something to eat, get about 5 drinks, that kind of thing.
Sounds about right.
I got the drink package.
We're gonna spend all of Jeffrey's Vegas money. Jeffrey, do not take all your money into the casino on ship and lose it after you work so hard to win it.
Yeah,
Vegas.
really. I know. Yeah. We're actually in the retreat.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So hopefully that's a first time ever. It's like, let's splurge a little and give it a shot. Now I'll
Yeah.
probably get spoiled and want it all the time now.
We did the retreat on the Beyond, and it's very different because they have their own pool and everything else, a whole different sun deck. And we were looking at it on the Solstice, and we ended up going with Aqua instead
Okay.
for this
Mhm.
one. But I'm interested to see how you like the retreat on the smaller ships. So I'd really be interested in
it's
that.
the first time, We're
Yeah.
we're in the back of the ship on the Sunset Sky Suite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we had a great experience on the Beyond in the Luminae and the suite lounge and everything. So
Yeah. That's what I'm curious at. Yep.
yeah.
So during the trip, Dee Marie, you have to pretend to be Jeffrey's sister, since you both talk that Boston stuff, so we can tell them we're going to visit relatives. Okay?
Yeah. Going to the retreat.
Well, gang, anybody got any other questions? Because if not, we'll wrap this thing up, and then we'll see you guys 2 weeks.
Yeah, sounds good. Enjoy
Thank you
Alaska.
so much. Yes, enjoy Alaska, and thank you for setting these up.
Oh,
Yeah.
glad to do it. I hope people got some things out of them. It's easy to do, and it's been fun. So
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Safe travels, everyone.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
all right, sounds good. Jeffrey,
Thanks.
Brian,
Thank you.
Mike, Kathy, Dee Marie. I'll see you in about
Yes.
60 seconds. So have a
Thanks,
great
everybody.
couple of weeks, everybody.
Yes. You
All right.
too.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.